How best to learn vocabulary. 3 very important points. The first point, learn new words in context. In a story, in a situation. How is the word used? Where it is used? And when it is used? I will do that with you right here and now. In earlier videos, I used vocabulary words in a story and explained the meaning of the words as they relate to the story. In this video, like the last one, I will use the question and answer format, similar to your question and answer section of the IELTS exam, and also other English language exams. You'll be asked several questions related to the topic of food, and you will answer the questions. Here, I have 2 different example responses for you. The second important point, practice speaking each word. Speak the word with the sentence. You can do this with me here. The third, but not least, is use the word. Find different situations related to yourself and your environment and use it. I'm Dr. Chris Ho from Australia, your English language coach, here to help you with your English learning journey. Let's start. Questions and answers. Let me ask you, do you find joy in preparing meals? Absolutely. I derive immense satisfaction from experimenting with diverse recipes and crafting delectable dishes. It's a creative outlet that allows me to express myself, and I love sharing the results with friends and family. Or, do you find joy in preparing meals? Not particularly. I often find the process tedious and prefer dining out instead. Cooking feels like a chore to me, and I enjoy the convenience and variety that restaurants offer. So those are the 2 different responses. One is in the positive and the other in the negative. Question 2, let me ask you, what types of dishes are within your culinary repertoire? I can prepare a variety of gourmet meals, including intricate pastries and multi-course dinners. My specialties include homemade pasta and artisanal bread, which I've perfected over the years. Response B. My cooking skills are quite rudimentary. I can manage simple dishes like salads and sandwiches. I haven't ventured into complex recipes as I usually stick to quick and easy meals. Question 3. So, which types of cuisine are prominent in your country? Response A. In my country, traditional dishes are exceedingly popular. These meals are deeply rooted in our culture and are a staple at family gatherings and celebrations. Or, response B. Fast food has become ubiquitous, with quick service restaurants being particularly favored. This trend reflects our fast-paced lifestyle and the demand for convenient meal options. Let me ask you another question. Is hosting dinner gatherings a cultural norm in your society? Yes, organizing gathering is an integral part of our social customs. These events foster community bonds and provide an opportunity to share our culinary traditions. Or, your response might be, not really. We tend to prefer informal get-togethers over elaborate dinner parties. Casual meetups at local eateries are more common and fit our laid-back approach to socializing. So, final question. Do you prefer dining alone or with others? Oh, I relish companionship of sharing meals with others. It enhances the dining experience. Engaging in conversation and enjoying communal dishes make meals more enjoyable for me. Or your response might be, I often opt for solitude during meals, as it allows me to reflect and enjoy my food in peace. Eating alone provides a quiet time to unwind and focus on my thoughts. So there you see, there are two very different responses for each question, so you can tailor it according to your situation and prepare some answers for your situation, your culture, your country, and your lifestyle. So now let's go through the different vocabulary words. Some words will be already familiar to you, but it is good to learn them again in a different setting, different scenario, and different context. 1. Satisfaction. Fulfillment or contentment derived from an activity. Tedious, long, monotonous, and tiresome. Gourmet, involving high quality or exotic ingredients and skills preparation. As I said earlier, learning words by themselves with black and white definition without the context of its use is very dry. Let's go through the words in the context of which they were used in the question and answer section. So, number 1, satisfaction. A feeling of fulfillment and contentment derived from achieving something or experiencing a desired outcome. So here you are, I'll repeat. Do you find joy in preparing meals? Absolutely. I derive immense satisfaction, immense contentment. It is really a very satisfying situation. So the question is, do you find joy in preparing meals? Absolutely. I derived immense satisfaction from experimenting with diverse recipes and crafting delectable dishes. Mention that you get fulfillment, contentment that comes from cooking, from preparing meals. In the next sentence, it's a different scenario, different to the one in the question and answer, and not related to food. After completing the marathon, she felt a profound satisfaction knowing she had achieved her personal best time. So she was very pleased with herself. She was very happy that she had done her best and achieved her personal best time. So that is satisfaction. Number 2, tedious, long, monotonous, and tiresome, causing weariness due to lack of variety. So the question asks, do you find joy in preparing meals? So if your answer is no, then why? Because you find the process tedious, very boring, very long, very monotonous, very tedious. You find it very tedious and prefer dining out instead. It's a chore, it's tedious because it's a chore. It's like homework. So I rather enjoy the convenience and variety that restaurants offer. Another scenario, this is with regard to your work. The data entry task was tedious, requiring hours of repetitive input without much mental engagement. It was long, it was boring, it was tedious. That's what it means. Your work is tedious because it's repetitive and you don't use your brain very much. Gourmet, here is a word that has originated from French. Gourmet, involving high quality or exotic ingredients and skilled preparation pertaining to fine food and drink. Do you do gourmet foods? Do you like gourmet foods? The question in today's episode was, what types of dishes are within your culinary repertoire? If I'm a very good cook, I will say, yes, I can prepare a variety of gourmet meals. So gourmet meals meaning meals that are high quality, meals that are exotic, meals that take skill to prepare. So I am a very good cook. I can prepare a variety of gourmet meals, including intricate pastries and multi-course dinners. So another scenario, but gourmet is usually often related to food, so we can't usually use it in any other scenario except with food. The new restaurant in town offers a gourmet dining experience featuring dishes crafted by a renowned chef. So this is a very famous chef that prepares this very high quality, very exotic food, which we call gourmet food. 4, the fourth word, rudimentary. Rudimentary, meaning basic or elementary, involving fundamental principles or simple structures. So something simple. Nothing sophisticated, nothing complex, all very simple. So if you're not a good cook, then your answer to the question, what types of dishes are within your culinary repertoire? You would say, my cooking skills are quite rudimentary. They're quite basic, they're quite simple, nothing sophisticated. I can only manage simple dishes like salads and sandwiches. So my cooking skills are rudimentary. So here, this is another context in which you can use this word. It is with regard to describing your language skills. His understanding of the language was rudimentary, limited to basic greetings and common phrases. So here, the word in this sentence already has the meaning within the sentence. So rudimentary means basic, limited, and common. Number 5, ubiquitous. Ubiquitous, present and found everywhere, very widespread. The question is, which types of cuisine are prominent in your country? So the answer here was, fast food has become ubiquitous, with quick service restaurants being particularly favored. So fast food has become very widespread. It's found everywhere. We see McDonald's here, McDonald's there, Starbucks here, Starbucks there. Those fast food outlets are very ubiquitous. The next scenario is not about food, but about something else, which is also quite ubiquitous. Smartphones, your mobile phones, have become ubiquitous in modern society, with people of all ages relying on them daily. You can't go without it. Everywhere you see people having one, looking down on their phones, swiping and looking at messages all day long. Phones, smartphones, mobile phones have become ubiquitous. 6. Gatherings. Gatherings, assemblies or meetings of people for a specific purpose, social or communal events. The question, is hosting dinner gatherings a cultural norm in your society? Yes, organizing gatherings is an integral aspect of our social customs. These events foster community bonds and provide an opportunity to share our culinary traditions. So it's a gathering of a group of people. The community center hosts weekly gatherings to encourage local residents to connect and share ideas. Number 7, informal. Casual and relaxed in nature, not formal or official. Is hosting dinner gatherings a cultural norm in your society? Cultural gathering is usually a more organized, a more formal situation. So if your answer is not really, then you would say, not really. We tend to prefer informal get-togethers over elaborate dinner parties, which is casual meetups at local eateries. And this fits into our laid-back approach to socializing. In another setting which is very common, at work, in your office, we say the meeting was informal, allowing team members to discuss ideas freely without strict agendas. Number 8, companionship, the feeling of fellowship or friendship, the company of others. So the question above was, do you prefer dining alone or with others? So when you're with others, you have companionship. When you're alone, you don't. I relish the companionship and sharing of meals with others. It enhances the dining experience. In another scenario, we talk about loneliness and companionship. Okay. The sentence is, the elderly often seek companionship to alleviate feelings of loneliness and enhance their quality of life. Number 9, solitude, which is the opposite of companionship. Solitude is a state of being alone, perhaps in seclusion, alone in solitude. If you prefer dining alone rather than being with others, then your response would be, I often choose for solitude during meals. Why? Because it allows me to reflect and enjoy my food in peace. So eating alone in solitude provides quiet time to unwind and focus my thoughts. So this scenario, in this sentence, this person loves moments of solitude. Sentence goes, he cherished his moments of solitude, using the quiet time to read and reflect. So he loves his quiet time, he loves to be alone because he can do his reading, he can reflect on his life. Culinary. If you didn't know the meaning of this word, you may not have understood the question that was asked above. Culinary is things related to cooking or the kitchen pertaining to the preparation of food. When you hear the word culinary, it relates to food. So the question above was, what types of dishes are within your culinary repertoire, within your cooking skills? Another scenario to use this word is, she enrolled in a culinary school to pursue her passion for cooking and learn professional techniques. Culinary school means cooking school. Exactly. So that's the end of our 10-word new vocabulary discussion based on question and answer in scenarios. Please comment. Let me know if you like this format. I love to interact with you. Tell me if you like this question and answer for learning new vocabulary. Thumbs up if it has helped, and please share with your friends. Save this video for future revision and subscribe for further videos to help improve your English language.